Um, yes, everything appears to work fine, right? Um, I'm just gonna explain some things right off the bat. This is Happyland Adventures. It was released in 2000. It's a freeware game. Um, it's a really fun 2D platformer, and I'd encourage you all to play it. And if the restreamer is ready, I'll count down from 3, and you will go on my go, and then you will stop on my stop. So, anyways, 3, 2, 1, go. I really hope you were ready. I want to hit this cherry here because it syncs with the song. And basically, the point of this game is collecting Happylanders and returning them to their cages. And you can only carry 5 Happylanders at a time. So basically what you want to do is that is not what you want to happen. Sometimes when you return the Happylanders, they just keep following you no matter what. And that basically just throws you off completely. But it was not too bad this time. But one thing you will notice about this game, if you do decide to play it even casually, is that the enemies move around independently of where you're standing on the map. So that basically helped me a lot when I was routing, because it just basically meant that whatever happened, everything would always happen at the same time. If I explain that even remotely correct. Here's the first trick of the game. I can sort of glitch up on one of those platforms if I jump in the right angle. I hope you catched it. I don't do that anymore in this run, but it might be a nuisance. And I just did the snail skip, which is something I discovered very recently, which allows me to skip that snail, saving me about 2 seconds or so. And usually I wouldn't have a heart. Usually I wouldn't have a heart at this point, because it's slightly slower to collect it. But since this is a marathon, I decided to, you know what, I'm gonna try to be safe. But there's not much to say about this part. It's basically just trying to do your shit as fast as possible. And this is usually the part where I either reset or commit to a run, because there's basically just, this is a make or break point, is what I'm trying to say. And you might wonder why I wouldn't take that Happylander while I had the chance. By the way, I'm going to mention this. I do not have much time to check the chat, and it's moving way too fast for me to read individual questions. So I just hope I am informative. But yeah, now we moved on from basically the hardest part of the game, and from here on out it's pretty much smooth sailing. One thing I should mention here is do not hold right, because there are secret passages that will stunt your runs. And basically just, you don't want to go into those secret rooms. That jump right there is kind of tricky because of the same trick I was talking about earlier on the snail level, where I can sort of clip up on the roof. And oh, right here I'm doing something. You can queue up your movements, basically meaning that every time you start a level, you can do a frame perfect jump right there, by just holding left and the jump button, which is really handy. I discovered that today actually. I usually actually time that pretty right. I used to think, but it turns out that, oh fuck! What a horrible choke! Am I right? Right? No! You're stupid. That was intentional. Because when I die, unless I get a game over, that was less intentional. Unless I get a game over, I keep my collected Happylanders, which means that I save about 3 seconds by doing that. And that is also something I noticed today while thinking of some ways I could spice up my run. And I hope you all got tricked. This level is basically just an endurance round, but thankfully we get an extra life at this point, so it doesn't really matter. There's nothing right here that can kill my run. It's pretty much smooth sailing from this point out. There's a little bit of damage boosting I might be able to get in, but that is if I really get a perfect time on this level, which we will see if I get. And I'm gonna try to keep my commentary up for this, but at the same time I'm kind of focused right now, so if I stop talking momentarily, that's why. That was not intentional. But, you know, we still got a run going at least. I know I'm supposed to be like this master Happylander guy player, but that was just like, I miscalculated the drop. I thought the drop was like right there, but it was actually not right there. So let's just hope I don't get hit by any other enemies. Or actually there's a life right there, so I don't need to worry about that so much. And hopefully I can get my damage boosted right. No! But you know, at least I didn't die. And we're getting to the end of the stage right here. I'm gonna explain this, but get ready and stop. Time. And I achieved happiness. Basically, I should have explained that beforehand, but the exit I take on that level is a secret exit, and usually you usually you take exit at the at the top of the level, but I take that one instead. I don't think I can do Happyland Christmas in 15 minutes. Actually, we're 15 minutes up. That's... I think I'd need like 25 minutes or something like that. I have barely routed that game. But if you, I don't know, if you guys are we really that strapped for time? If that's the case, I can like try. I could try to do Happyland Christmas if you really want to see that. Give me a second. Kind of have to restart the game. I'm sorry about that. This is the intro cutscene. I hope you guys don't expect anything out of this, and feel free to cut me off at any point, because I suck at this this game. Yeah, I love that. The way he answers the phone. What? Why? But yeah. Okay, if you guys are ready, 3, 2, 1, go. And fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you see it, we didn't get the horrible Christmas-y remix of this game. Oh yeah, wait, we did. You might notice that there's just a bunch of tones in the background just shitting on the track. And that's because the MIDI files for this game, the organ doesn't know when to quit. So it just keeps on playing, and eventually it starts playing every note that has ever been in the song. The reason why I skip Happylanders when exiting the level is because whenever I bring along Happylanders to the exit, I go into a bonus room, which takes about 30 seconds off my run, and it's basically a reset at that point. People are asking, are you asking if I'm white Jamaican? I saw something about that. I am not white Jamaican. I am Swedish. So that explains my accent, and I don't really understand how I sound Jamaican, but you know. Yeah, basically this game introduces a new mechanic, which is sliding, which is sort of like an attack, but it's the worst attack ever, because all it does, it's knock over about 1 second, and if you don't have enough momentum, he'll just end up hurting you too, so it's just something it's like a last resort thing. the point is just to slide across. Slide across them. Right here, we're gonna get another fun music glitch. You'll notice this song. Wow, it happened instantly this time. Usually, yeah, the instrument for this song basically just, as the organ on the first level, doesn't know when to quit, so it just keeps on going, and it's just devolved into noises. Oh man, is the game audio low? That's like half the fun of this game. But hopefully you guys don't mind. I'm gonna show off a little bug here. I can turn into an old guy. And that's why I intentionally took some damage. I hope you don't mind me getting like 1 second extra in my run. It's not really a good time anyways. So wait, the music is... Yeah, for those who can hear the music, I'm sorry. This part is really fun because you get to do stuff fast. And I kind of fucked up there. And there. As I said before, I'm not like super fast at this game. I've done routing on most levels, but not like the most complicated, so... Okay, good. That was not even like... Yeah. It doesn't matter too much though. Kinda sucks I have to click on that one again, and usually I kind of take pride in the fact that this is my fastest level, but right now I'm sucking pretty bad at it. Yeah, I'm not sure if you should have heard of this game before. I think maybe the only reason why I know of this game is because I played this as a kid and the developers are Swedish, so... But yeah, the Christmas version is fun because you can slide around a bunch, and it's fun. It's definitely a Christmassy game. And if you like Christmas, you should definitely check this game out. Yeah, this game was only released on... It was released as a freeware game on PC. And being poor and owning a PC when I was younger, this was one of the few games that I played. And it's fun. I don't regret it, like, that much. If you're into terrible platformers, you definitely shouldn't play this game, because this is actually a really solid platformer, and just all-around fun to play. Yes, this is the only game in Sweden. We're not allowed to play anything else. The routing for this level, I've never really figured out the best way to do it because it's just a mess. You have to backtrack everywhere, and it's not that good. But at least we get a fast level here, and after this we get treated to the most complicated and cluster schmucky level in the game, which is Manic Mines number 2. I basically try to get as many extra lives without wasting a bunch of time as possible, because this game can get kind of hard at the end, so I don't really want to see a game over screen. And yeah, if I didn't explicitly explain it earlier, the reason why I kind of stand in the same spot when that just didn't want to get pressed, while I return the Happylanders is because because they kind of take time. Okay, I'm just sucking ass at this game right now. They kind of take time getting properly released. Yeah, this is just not so good. I'm trying to stay positive, seeing as this is a very positive game. But it's kind of hard, especially with this part, which is just the game is actively trying to screw you over. Yeah, I'm really sorry you guys have to watch this. I hope you guys don't think any less of me. But at least this is kind of fast, like, not that bad. One thing you will hate if you play this game is all the snow and ice, which is basically everything in this game. The snow is okay because you don't slide on it, but the ice basically just they ruin my day every time. I mean it. Oh, I did not think that through. But yeah, welcome to Let's Play Happyland Christmas. I'm sorry. This is no longer a speedrunning event. I'm choking dick. I'm sorry. I'm not even sure where to go for the rest. They're just spread out all around the place. Yeah. I'm sorry you have to watch this. And I hope you guys don't. I hope you guys don't, like, I know some of you might have gone in to follow me on my channel after I played regular Happylands. I'm pretty sure you just unsubbed. Yeah, just feel free to switch stream, because I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm kind of drenching in a pool of my own sweat and shame right now. I'm gonna pass out and like cry myself to sleep after this is done. I just want to get a game over so I can like actually rage quit or something, or like have a dramatic ending to this. But right now the game won't let me. I would still like to say that this is only partially my fault. Oh yeah, by the way, those blue balls, I didn't mention them. They're useless. What they do, if you collect every single one of them on the map, they give you a password so you can go into the map. Which I guess is okay if you don't have access to internet, so you can't look up those codes anyways. But since you downloaded this game from the internet, I doubt you don't have access to the internet. Also, feel free to play me off anytime. Unless you guys actually want to see